Good morning, traders. Good morning, traders. How we doing? Jesus, what day is it? It's Thursday. Day after hump day. Everybody have a good hump day? Anybody humping on hump day? Good for you. Good for you. Looking over here. Looking over here. Monitors everywhere. The honey badger doesn't give a shit. Who's the honey badger? Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the honey badger. Let's see here. I see a lot of other people talking about, oh, Bitcoin found support. Bitcoin found this. Bitcoin found that. Tisk, tisk, tisk. There's no real support and resistance in a random market, right? And this market 80% of the time is in a random walk. So if you want to learn about trend, what the honey badger is doing, get an entropy indicator I have here. Part of my alpha trading system. Love using it. It's a great indicator. Let's see here. So you can see I've got our ultimate power mean up on the top left. Let me blow it up on the 4 hour. All right. Looking at a lot here, right? Looking at a lot here. Hold on for a second. Boom. Bye-bye. Okay, where's Bitcoin bouncing from right here? This is the reverse Fisher. Yes, that's right. The alpha trading reverse Fisher. We got the reverse wave trend up here. That's the white dots. You can see data sets trapped right in between them right now, sending wicks down to both sides. Top side of the reverse wave trend, bottom side of the Fisher. Fisher seems to be kicking up price action very nicely. We got outside the power mean band, right, on these pullbacks. You're not going to stay there long. You're going to make your way back into the power mean band. How do I know that? Because I've been using this indicator for years. I know how it works. Always going to pull back in that power mean band. Okay, let's take a look at volatility right now. Right? Let's take a look at volatility. Volatility, and we're talking volatility percentile. Okay, volatility percentile. A lot of options traders don't get volatility percentile. That's fine. They probably never will. Advantage, alpha trading. It's fine. I'm all for implied volatility rank. But when it comes to intraday scalping, you got to have percentile. What do I got? I got a dog over here. Come here. Come into the picture. Show everybody how big you are. Say hi. This is Asa. He helps me trade. All right. I know you want that. You just hold on. You hold on for 1 second. Okay. You big dog. No, I got another one. But anyway, so volatility's expanded the percentile on the low length, right? This is a 525 length. See these thicker lines right here? This is my other two lengths of volatility, right? We got a 981 length and a 2400 length. Really never used to give out these settings. It's all good. It's all good. I'm definitely ready to share this with the masses. So what does volatility do when it expands? It contracts, right? It'll never stay expanded for a large amount of time, and it won't stay contracted for a large amount of time. You're going to have little ebb and flows in the volatility. It's all about the correlation, right? The correlation negatively correlated right now, right? It just broke. That's why we had this down move. Volatility stayed at 100 percentile as the correlation broke negative. When that happens, price action is going to come down. Is what we're looking for now on the 4 hour chart is for Bitcoin's volatility on this low length to start contracting. And if it starts contracting and it stays negatively correlated, price action is going to start walking back up. As you can see, it already is. I imagine this 4 hour candle closes, you're going to see some contraction here. You go down to lower time frames, probably going to see a walk up, some contraction on volatility. Okay, dogs win. Let's go. Everybody out. Go on, good dogs. Get them coyotes. Jesus, there was a fucking pack of 20 coyotes out here last night. Had to let the big dog out. Go size them up. They ran for their lives. These coyotes here aren't like the ones out west in the mountains. They're like wolves out there. Here, tiny little pups. Tiny little pups. Ace it goes out and eats them. Okay, so anyway, we're looking for volatility contraction on the 4 hour. Let's take a peek at the daily. Let's see what's going on over here on the UPM on the daily and the volatility. Okay, so why have we been having this walk down in price action right here? Contracting volatility, positively correlated. Now, if this was negatively correlated, like right here when it first broke and we were starting, you can see the walk up, right? As soon as it starts contracting, positively correlated, price action is going to start walking down. The data set is in a random walk on the daily, right? Here is trend, right? When people wonder what real trend is, this is trend. Entropy's telling you this is trend. If you're not using an entropy indicator, well, there's several different reasons. Number one, there's not a lot out there. Well, I have one, right? Alpha Trading has one. It's a great indicator. Love it. But you want to know in these markets, these data sets are in trend. I don't care what you're looking at, right? You could be trading baseball cards, whatever. You need to know about entropy. You want to know when there's a trending move happening. That's why we have these deviation bands down here too, right? We blew out these deviation bands. Once you start breaking back up into a random walk, look at the price action. Just starts going sideways for a bit, right? Haven't had any trend since this nice move on the daily. Not even here, right? We had this nice little pump. About what now? A week ago? Wasn't even a trend, guys. It was a random walk. It was a random walk. And look, what happened with the volatility? Volatility got crushed right here down to a zero. Right when the correlation breaks positively correlated, you get expansion volatility. Here you go. You're probably going to see an outlier over here as well. Boom. Look at the outlier on the variance. Okay. Here's the outlier on the variance. Little outlier right here. Here's an outlier to the downside on the variance, right? And so how to use this variance? You take this daily and you know how to work down through these time frames. You're going to catch this move. You're going to get a great entry on the variance outlier going on the daily chart. But I mean, I highly recommend not trading 4-hour, 12-hour, daily, 2-day, 3-day, weekly charts. Those are made to give you some bias, right, on what you're going to do intraday. Because number one, you do not swing trade volatility. Stop trying to do it. You wonder why you're losing money? Volatility is not meant to swing trade. Do you think these high frequency trading firm bots are out there swing trading volatility? Nah, they're down here, 3-minute, 1-minute, 30-second charts, eating retail traders alive on all their positions. So when you get stopped out, when your account gets liquidated, no, it's a bot on the other side, or it's somebody that's a volatility trader that realizes this is what the high frequency trading firm bots are using. This is what they're programming them with. A little cinnamon in the coffee this morning. All right, time to get business. Got flipped a hat. So that's a daily. And so you jump down here on the 4-hour and you can see, right, Bitcoin got outside of the power mean band immediately. Whoop, works its way right back in. Gets outside it again. Now it's just tipped right on the top side of this power mean band. We have 3 moving averages on here. These aren't grandpa's moving averages. This is not traditional technical analysis. These are log return moving averages. Okay. So on the daily, we're sitting right on top of the power mean band, right on top of the 9-length log return moving average. Then I've got the 33 and the 99, right? Strange lengths, huh, Bilbo? Yeah. I never used to give all this out, guys. Hey, we're out here giving you some alpha is what I'm really doing, right? Why do I use these lengths? Because nobody else is. And because there is a factor that goes into this that is so powerful when you're using a 369 philosophy. Those numbers are so powerful. There's master numbers as well. Everybody that's been watching me for a while, it's all about math. It's all about probabilities. This isn't hard. At the beginning, it looks confusing. Once you start to figure it out, everything starts to make sense. Right? It's all about probabilities. It's all about math. So we got Bitcoin a tick over 24K right now. And on the daily, as I said, you can see it's finding some support on top of this power mean band. It is. Let's, you go up here on the weekly. Here's what Bitcoin's up against. Okay, let's blow this back up. What's going on right now? White dotted line, reverse wave trend. Okay, what do you got up here? What is this moving average right here? This is the 99 length. Okay, you got the 33, this pink one down here. Finally, it's flipping up bullish again. Excuse me. So right now, you got the data set. It's in between the 99 and the 33. Here's the 9 length down here, turning up. The white dotted line is that reverse wave trend. So is this a little bit of resistance? Yeah. You see a weekly candle close above this reverse wave trend. Look out. Look out. All you bears out there going to get wrecked. Quit being in a gang, right? Bears make money. Bulls make money. Pigs get slaughtered. That's the way it works. If you want to be a pig, you want to just stay in your gang, you're always bearish, you're always bullish, good luck, man. I'm not a bull or a bear. I am a professional trader. This is what we do. We trade low time frame volatility. I don't care which way the data set's going. Now, as an investor, of course it hurts a little bit when you see Bitcoin dump 10K, right? And you're a big Bitcoin holder. No, it's crushing. But what am I doing, right? If the Bitcoin data set, if my investment is losing value, I'm trading it to the downside, right? I'm trading the futures. I'm hedging that position, right? I'm not losing money. So that's, you got to understand how to trade these markets. Don't be a bull. Don't be a bear. Embrace the volatility. That's what you need to do. So on this weekly, I'm waiting. I want to see a weekly candle. You can see the last 2 weeks, we're shooting wicks up through this 99 length log return moving average and the reverse wave trend, trying to actually bust out on the top side of the power mean band. It is starting to flip. A lot of people are going to see this and be like, well, that looks like that silly, what's that indicator that's I don't even remember what it's called. Anyway, it's got a big band. It's all moving averages. It's ridiculous. These are power means, right? These are power means, and they are very powerful. They bully price action. Bully it big time. So also on the weekly, we are negatively correlated, contracting volatility. This thing is continuing to walk to the top side. Let's drop down even lower. Okay, we showed you the 4 hour. Let's go to the 90-minute. Nice 90-minute candle right here, creating a nice little volatile bullish candle. Contracting volatility, right? It was at 100 percentile. So why we got this move down. Expanded, negatively correlated. Whoop, quick 90-minute dump out. Almost had a candle backfill right here. But yeah, this 90-minute candle right now, contracting, negatively correlated. The predictor model has flipped. Totally random walk on the entropy. Look at the massive outlier on the variance, right? This is how we trade the markets, right? This is all we care about. Volatility. Variance is the spread of data around the mean, right? The standard deviation of returns is volatility. Volatility is the basis of everything. And when you're using the correct indicators for divergence, tisk on you all out there using traditional TA for divergence. They're lagging indicators, right? Price action follows returns. If you're using indicators that are built on price action, you are behind the 8 ball all the time, especially behind these algorithms, right? Where if you're using the correct indicators, when you have a returns oscillator, and you've got a z-score of log returns, deviation log pro, right? These indicators are built on the returns. And so when you see a divergence building on the returns oscillator, on the z-score, on the DLP, even on the Fishers, right? It's an imbalance in the buy and sell pressure. Okay, this is true divergence. Anybody out there teaching divergence any other way, that you are being misled. They are misleading themselves, because they'll get one div play a month that really actually works out. Usually by the time in traditional TA you get a divergence play, it's already played out. Not so with returns and price action, right? And if you have a workflow, if you have an edge just isn't just a group of indicators that you know how to use, that you think you know how to trade these markets with. Edge is much bigger than that. You have to have a workflow. You got to understand how to use these time frames to your advantage, up and down, right? Up and down. So let's see here. Let's see if there's any divs building. I'm going to go to the 33-minute chart here real quick. Nice little 33-minute candle here. Actually setting up a little bit of hidden bear. You can see it played out. Wham, we got a nice big wick down. It's pulling back up right now, but this returns oscillator turning down right now, it is positively correlated. But then I'm going to look over. If all these Fishers were down right now, I'd be like, look out. This thing could plunge right here at market open. What have we got, 16 minutes? It's actually looking good, and the predictor is to the top side, heading back into a random walk, just coming out of trend on this down move. right? Here's trend and entropy. Here's trend and entropy. Here's trend and entropy. Got to know how to read this. But look, volatility. So you see over here, right? It's got some hidden bear building, right? You got a higher high on the returns oscillator, lower high on the data set. And look, data set, where's it at? On the 33 minute. It's button heads up with the reverse wave trend. Then you look over here, volatility is contracting, negatively correlated. Look at the wick. Look at the bear wick it left behind, right? Pumping right up. The volatility is dictating this move. The Fisher's approving it. So this hidden bear, I'm surprised we're getting a positive correlation here. The only reason that's still positively correlated on this little hidden bear play out was because, I mean, it played out 28.3849. I mean, we're talking like $400. Nice little scalperoo, man. Let's go to the 15 minute here. Let's see what's happening. All the Fishers above the mean of the bands. We're in a random walk, starting to drop, right? Entropy starting to drop to the downside. Still a random walk. Still a random walk. And down here on the low time frame on the 15 minute, contracting, positively correlated. So if we want this move to continue to the top side, we're going to need some expansion, or we're going to need this correlation to break again. But you can see what the correlation does. Once it breaks, it usually runs. All right. So let's see here. So in this case, a volatility expansion, and that's for the low length, right? We got the 2400 up here length. We got the 981. So we can take a peek. Let's take a peek right now. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if this 981 is negatively correlated. Let's put it on AVR2. Negatively correlated. Just like I said, here's a 981 right here. Contracting, negatively correlated. If the 2400 is kind of going sideways, almost a little expansion. Let's see if it's positively correlated. Yep. All right. So you got the 981 saying up, got 2400 saying up. You got the low length saying down. So what do you think? Who's gonna win that power play? And it's playing out right now. As soon as this 15 minute data set can get up above this reverse wave trend, start flipping these power mean bands, good stuff. But let me tell you something right now. If this reverse wave trend crosses down this reverse Fisher, I mean, how powerful is this up? It's powerful. Look at the last 5 candles, right? You're just stuck in between them. Every candle's open and closed inside of them, right? Something's got to give. And when I'm looking at the volatility, it's telling me what's going to give. We're going to move to the top side here. So let's see what happens. Let's go over here now. Boom. This was the same chart. Hold on, let me go over here. Yeah, this is a 33 minute. We got 2 lengths of the RMLR. The RMLR is the reverse mean of log returns. These are going to be indicators a lot of people you've never heard of. Well, let me check something real quick. Yeah, you see me looking around a lot. That's because I got monitors everywhere. Okay. It's good. We're good. Make sure I wasn't set up for failure. So we got these RMLRs turning up. As soon as they are intersecting the power mean right now, both of them, right? Well, getting close. If both these RMLRs cross up this 33 power mean, you are going to see a rocket ship happen. Now we're talking, look, this is a 33 minute chart. So what's that rocket ship? Hey, man, maybe 25K. So what am I going to do? I'm going to jump over here. What's Bitcoin doing? As Dixie's rejecting, right? This is a top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the daily. So let's see here. Bitcoin. All right. Here's the daily range. So look at what Bitcoin did earlier today. Sent a wick right down to the center of the weekly range again. All right. You get a dump out wick right down. Here, the first wick, right to this first support level of this daily volatility range. The second wick right to the center of the weekly pump. Grab some liquidity down here. Also by the first standard deviation to the downside normal distribution. That's this blue cross line. Grabbed up a bunch of liquidity. Who did? The bots. The bots are running the distribution. The quicker people get this in their heads, the better off they're going to be. This is the main freaking reason why traditional TA, you're behind the 8 ball. You got to get up to speed. Everybody's like, what's the algos doing? What's the algos doing? I'll tell you exactly what they're doing because we're using the correct indicators. If you're not using indicators built on the returns, if you don't have distribution models, entropy, it goes on and on and on. A lot of people will look at all these charts and be like, whoa, that's way too much noise for me. We like to keep it simple. Folks, this is simple. When you're a volatility trader, you want as much noise as possible. The more noise, the better, right? The volatility is tricky. You need a lot of noise. So let's see here. Just like yesterday, I was talking about what was the dollar going to do? Was it going to break to the top side of the 68.3 or the bottom side? I literally said if it breaks, start closing 15-minute candles above that top side of that 68.3, the markets are going to dump out. Did they? They sure did. Markets dumped out. And, right, this is the thing. So what are these three factors? It's like when you got, we don't trade a lot of volume, but it factors in. Because when you got volume up, and you got VIX rising, you got the intraday, you got the CBOE volatility rising. So volume rising, volatility rising, the vol, right? Volatility rising, data set down. Data set down. Now, when you got volume up, the vol down, what's going to happen? Data set up. So this is the way this works. And people need to understand this stuff, especially if you're trading the markets intraday. You're going to get hemmed up. Learn. There's a lot of people out there doing streams. Not many I watch. Not many people I watch, right? It's a bunch of just shill. Most of it. A lot of people just leading people in the wrong directions. We're leading people in the wrong directions. Man, if you want to know who I do watch, I don't want to shill anybody, but they're powerful, very powerful. Options traders, hedge funds, good stuff. So Bitcoin right now trying to break up to the top side of its daily range. And we saw over on the UPM, right, what it's trying to get above that reverse wave trend on the 33 and the weekly. Once that happens, this thing is going to run. It'll probably happen on the 33 first, the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour. The 4 hour's finding support on it. Let me go back over here. It's a massive code. Takes a minute. Takes a minute sometimes to populate this bad boy. Come on. Get your butt up. What do we got, 8 minutes? Oh, yeah, that was a Fisher. So it's trying to get above the wave trend. But look, you've got a lot of overhead resistance. These log return moving averages, right? You get down below here. But when you're seeing kick-ups off this reverse Fisher, that's bullish. That's definitely bullish. There's really no, when you have a random market, there's really no support and resistance. You got to find something, though, that's going to give you an edge. And reverse wave trend, reverse Fisher, log return moving averages, probability levels. There you go. Stop using Fibonacci. Stop using exponential moving averages and then wonder why you get wrecked, why these areas get blasted through or pumped through, or, well, YouTube Jimmy said this was great support. YouTube Jimmy said this was great resistance. Have you ever noticed that how their thumbnails change every day? They'll be bullish one day, next day, here comes a dump. They have no clue what's going on with the markets, right? And they are lagging themselves. They have no clue. Where we're going to give you both sides of the probability. And once I analyze the chart and use my workflow and go back down, you continue to watch these streams. You'll start to go, what in the heck is going on? This guy's like right 80, 90% of the time. And it's not me. I just know how to read the VEPS. Volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. Once you learn them, you are in front of the 8 ball. You are running the show with the algos. What do we got? No, not any news. Bitcoin sees sharp drop to 23 level. Key reason why. I don't even need to read the garbage because people are insane. People are nuts. They don't know how these markets work, especially the news. Oh, overbought? Now crypto assets are overbought. Mm-hmm. Of course they are. What did we talk about being overbought yesterday? That's because people are buying. Goofy. There's only two things that are real, right? There's a buyer and seller exhaustion. Nothing's ever overbought or oversold. All that's telling you is that people are buying and selling. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That's why when that RSI gets up in these levels or down in those levels, oh, it's oversold, it's oversold. Give me a break. How many times has that wrecked before? Oh, I'm going to get in along now. It's oversold. And then Bitcoin drops another 5K and wrecks you and liquidates your account. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Let's see here. That's really about as much I really want to talk about on Bitcoin. I mean, we see the levels. We know what we need to do. Wow. Pre-market. We're moving. Pre-market SPY. Yeah, let's jump right to traditional markets. What time is it? 9:25. You see pre-market SPY's up. How many points? 3. SPY's up 3.3 points. Pre-market. Love to see it. Let's see here. You got Netflix down. Netflix was going on a nice little run. Just pulling back a little bit. Apple's up pre-market. Couple points. Actually, 1 point. A little over 1 point. What are the minis doing? Minis are starting to pump. Both have very tight daily range, right? The NASDAQ E-minis, the S&P E-minis. Both have tight daily ranges. So what's that telling me? Gonna have a freaking massive trending day. So, that being said, this is even more important now, Dixie. Which way are the minis going to trend? SPY, all these assets, right? Let's see here. If you get the Dixie data set, like I said, down below the bottom side of this 68.3 Laplace, it just so happens to be the center of the daily range, and you start working your way down towards this first support level, first standard deviation, right, on Dixie to the downside, you are going to see these assets absolutely explode. So where am I seeing here? Let's see, the S&P minis. It's at 1SD, 4050. Yeah, that'll be real quick. I'd imagine if that happens, you're going to see a 95.4 Laplace move, get up there closer to 4100 again, probably 4084. NASDAQ. NASDAQ's been more of a heavy mover. Probably see it up here, probably going to screech up to the center of the weekly range again. Up here about 12.5, 12.480, maybe the bottom side, 12.438, right in that area somewhere. We're about to find out. Tell you that. As soon as these markets open, I'm going to immediately be looking at the volatility. Let's see here. Nothing's really sticking out. Let's pop over here pre-market. Let me get this on SPY real quick. Where you at? Whoops. There we go. Let me see here. What's a VIX? Yeah, VIX is down. VIX is down. Anything really screaming pre-market? Triple Q's up 1.29%. Let's see here. Tesla still running, up 1.9. Had that nice little pullback to what, 193 or something yesterday. Let's see, anything popping out? Microsoft, get out of the way of yourself. 1.5 up. SoFi up 1.5. We got Coinbase up 4.3%. Good. Yeah. Everything, all the trades I'm in right now are looking beautiful. Yesterday, took a little hit. All good. Gonna recover today. Baba. Yeah, Baba. Right, I was talking about Baba yesterday. Did I get in the trade? Nope. Nvidia. Did I get in the earnings play? No. Do I regret it a bit? You can't have any regret in trading, but when you look over and you wanted to get in, just got sidetracked, didn't get into a position, and it's up 13% pre-market, and now I was definitely bullish on it, so it's all good. Plenty of trades out there to be had. Didn't miss that earnings play, though. No problem. Let's see what's happening here. What's natural gas doing? Natural gas actually up. Whoa, 4.5%, huh? Pre-market. United States fund. Nice. What are the futures? They're up a little bit. Boil. Hey, the only degens trade natural gas. I got a news flash for you, though. Everybody I know is long on natural gas right now. I mean, it's been absolutely crushed. Let's not lie about it. Natural gas has been crushed. So, really, I mean, all risk to the upside. Could it go lower? Sure, it could. But that's why we're playing options, ladies and gentlemen, right? You can roll these things. Let me see here. Are definitely definitely you can adjust your positions. Let me read something real quick. Okay. So it's not. Just reading the chat. That's right. This live stream brought to you by no sponsor. We trade, no shill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a market open. Let's check his VRE out real quick. Let's see what's happening. I want to see if this dollar dumps out. You can see right now it's inside the 4 hour 68 through Laplace. Those are these skinny little white lines right here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so SPY, here's the daily range right here. Gapped up right through it, no problem. Doesn't have to come back down and test it. Actually gapped up above the top side of the 68.3. Now, if anybody's been watching these streams, right, when we were on this roll here last few weeks, this is what was going on. Dixie was getting hammered below its 68.3, and all these assets were gapping up above. So this is actually pretty bullish today. Not saying this is what we're going to give you the probabilities to both sides. So just be patient here. Oh, Netflix. Where are you going? Holy Netflix. Holy Netflix. So same thing. You got, wow. What support levels are those? So you got Apple. Apple gapped right up to, this is probably the, I see the bottom of the weekly range for Apple's right up here, right around 152.8, 153 area. Just like SPY did, gapped up right through its daily range. So that is no problemo. If it starts closing 15-minute candles up here above this weekly support level, you are probably going to see real shortly see a 1 SD move. Apple back up 151.85. Probably make a run at like I said, to the weekly range up here. Yes. Netflix having a little bit of a sell-off. Interesting. Let me check something real quick. Ooh, yeah. Let's roll, baby. Woo! Like to see all that green. Maybe I'll snapshot this. Put it in the Discord. Woo! Woo! The brokerage account is sizzling green over here. God, love to see it. Good action, because yesterday, obviously, down. It's all green. All the losses yesterday are gone. Okay, let me see here. Put this back on so I can see this chat. Make sure nobody's asking any questions. Nope, and nope. No problem. All right, let's go back over here. I want to look at SPY real quick here. 4 hour. Oh yeah, bull div. We got bull div rocking, folks. Don't be shocked here if SPY just rips. So 4 hour chart, bull div. A lot of bull div, right? Looking good. Oh, from the beginning of this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, man, this thing has done nothing, but it is popping some good bull div right now. Only one Fisher still down. DLP had bull div. Z-score log returns had bull div. You got volatility expanding, positively correlated. The predictor is flipped. It's still in a trend too. Still in the trend. Let's see if when this starts moving, you're going to see the entropy oscillator on the candle close turn down. Start making a run at these deviation bands. Let's see here. And just, finding support, right? Here we go. That was literally the reverse Fisher on the 4 hour. Didn't quite get a wick to it, but yeah. Now look, pre-market, what's it do? It gets right back up on top of the 99 length log return moving average. So are we going to be able to cross this 404 level today? If we do, it's definitely going to run. And this is what's happening. This thing's going to run right back into this power mean band. Dun, 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 dun. Looking good, folks. Markets are looking good today. This is what I do, right? You got to get your bias. What are you going to be scalping down here on the low time frames? This is all part of an edge, right? You got to understand risk. People ask me all the time, where'd you work, right? Where did you trade? This is all self-taught. You don't understand. This is the best way to learn how to trade. Do your own research, right? especially when it comes to volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. There was a group of us that just got sick and tired of the BS in this space, and we took it upon ourselves to create what you're seeing here, right? None of us were really led into this. Volatility popped up one day through somebody else, and we just took it. We took the bull by the horns. All right, let me see here. So on the daily, yeah, SPY dipped down below that reverse wave trend, right? But boom, pre-market popped right back up. High probability here. This thing's going to run up to this 9. What's that? 410. Wow, we're going to see a SPY at 410 again? We could. But Dixie, right? Got to keep an eye on Dixie. If Dixie just ranges, if Dixie ranges inside the 68.3 Laplace, these markets going to be shaky. They're going to be up and down, man. When you see something like this, you will see these assets move exactly the opposite, right? As soon as Dixie has a little dip, pulls back up, you're going to see the assets turn back down. That's what happens when Dixie gets stuck in the 68.3 Laplace. Everybody, all these assets will just be following it around. My goodness, where's this candle on Netflix going? Back down, what is it, 325? Interesting. Very interesting. Good for my trade, though. I'm in a bullish butterfly. Yeah, you go on down. Them puts are getting juicy. Juicy puts! If you don't know what a butterfly is, you're buying 2 calls, selling 2 puts. Let me see here. Just taking a peek here. Bitcoin's right on the top of its weekly range, too. Didn't talk about that. This is some good support down here. You got the bottom side of the 68.3, top of the weekly range. And then you've got the dollar up here struggling with the top side of the 68.3. Well, yesterday it did for a little while too, but yeah. We know what happened after that. Dixie pump. You want to see it? So here was yesterday. Dixie bouncing around. Boom. Then it hits its daily range and just launches 1 SD. Boom. All right? That's how it closed. Boom. Just slumped off just a little bit. So if we see this happen again, we're going to have another down day in the markets. Going to have another down day. But I just went through, looked at these assets, man. I mean, looks strong, but there's probabilities to both sides. There is probabilities to both sides. That being said, let's get on the daily, on Bitcoin. Let's give the probabilities. Let me turn off the RMLRs. Boom. And any assets you want, right? Get in the TradingView chat, get in the YouTube chat, get in the Twitch chat. Ask. We're monitoring all of them. Me? No, but I'm pretty sure Yasha is. I hope. I'm actually looking at the TV chat, so we're good there. So the probabilities on Bitcoin. Interesting. On this daily candle. Wow, man, this thing has been a volatile. All right, so you got the top side of the 68.3. It's already been penetrated. What a great word. But the top side, 24,338. First standard deviation, normal distribution, 24,885. Are we above it right now? Yes. Wait a minute. What are we doing here? Give me 1 second. Yep. Haven't quite got there yet. About 1K above. So yeah, first standard deviation top side 24,884. First standard deviation to the downside that would literally on the dump almost hit, right? There it is, a little blue dot, 23,596. Second standard deviation, normal distribution of the top side, 25,555. Third standard deviation, $26,243. Let's see, 2 SD downside, 23,352. 3 SD to the downside. Wait a minute, because we got the power mean in here. Make sure I don't get that confused. Yeah, 2 SD, 22,976. So just a tick under 23K. Then you got the 3 SD down here, 22,374. That is normal distribution. Laplace distribution, top side 68.3, 24,339. Bottom side 23,927. 95.4 Laplace, top side 25,241. 95.4 Laplace, the downside tick over 23 at 23,071. Top side 99.7 Laplace, $26,615 Bitcoin. Downside 21,882. Those are the daily probabilities on Bitcoin. And do they matter? Yes, they matter. So this is what I was talking about too on the daily. Here's the power mean down here. All right. The power mean's at 23.6. 23.6. No, sorry. 23.352. So if Bitcoin wanted to dump out, come down here and test this power mean, it's in the books. It's definitely in the books. It's kind of in no man's land, though. It's right in between the first and second standard deviation. So, and we already had the down move that bounced on the 1SD. So that's good. Let me see here. Yeah, click the rocket. Click that rocket icon. Oh, look. Ask and you shall receive. Yeah, show a little support. I mean, you're actually getting some good alpha here, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want any assets looked at, like I said before, put them in one of the chats, right? Allow me the opportunity to blow your mind. That's all I got to say about that. So that's Bitcoin. You know what? Let's check out. I just wanted to give those probabilities. I'm going to give the probabilities on SPY too. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, right, like I said, gapped up. This is the top side of the 68.3 Laplace right here at 400.67, gapped up above it. The bottom side was down here at 397.64. So that is the 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the daily, and we are above it. First standard deviation is up here at 403.08. Right below it at 402.56 is the daily SPY 33 power mean. If this daily candle closes up here around this first SD tomorrow, tomorrow could be real fun. If it doesn't pump more, but that's a good move, right? And where is that at? Let's see, 403.08, 403.08. Let me show you something on SPY. Boom, boom. There it is right up there. That's the blue cross line, right? Right here. Boom. 403.08 right here. Boom, 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 boom. It's above that support level on the weekly time frame. Yep, that's the first support level. We get up here. We get up at this 1SD move and you get back up above the support level, it's probably going to run. We literally could see the bottom of the range today. But this is not if Dixie stays in the 68.3 Laplace. Dixie needs a break to the downside of this daily range, to be exact. If that does not happen and it keeps kicking up, you're not going to see that big of a move. Maybe 1 SD at the most, right? You get Dixie down here at the bottom side of the 68.3, will not surprise me at all if you see SPY up here around 403. Oh, that being said, hold on, give me a second here. Let's see. Do I live trade? Yes, I live trade. Do I show you? Absolutely not. Never a good idea. I don't want people mimicking my trades. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. You want alpha? Give me your asset. I'll give you some alpha. What's this 403's at? 50 cent 403s. Oh, shit. That ain't bad, man. Especially if those could get in the money in the next couple hours. Let's get in the money in the next couple hours. That's 5x probably. Give me a second here. Let me reevaluate. Coffee down the wrong pipe. All right, I'm back. Yeah, this is tough right now. Dixie hanging out in this range. Real tough. And that's why you're seeing this. What's happening with these assets? Netflix, I don't know. That is the devil weenus right there. If you ever seen one. That is a 15-minute devil weenus. You know what, though? Is what it did. It literally just gapped down. Wait a minute here. Yeah, Netflix. Is that the 90? Is that the 95.4 Laplace down there? It is. That's the second standard deviation. So, literally sent a wick already almost to the 95.4 Laplace. Netflix did. This is a good support area. When we're talking about the distribution, there's only a 4.6% chance Netflix daily candle closes below 320.84. And there's a God, I can't even think right now. 95.4% chance that it doesn't. All right, so the probabilities are on the side to stay above that area. And there's a 68.3% chance this thing screams right back up, especially if Dixie drops. If Dixie drops, you're gonna see this retrace all the way back up and then the 68.3 Laplace probably. You'll see Netflix back up above 332. Yeah. Meanwhile, Apple's in its 68.3 Laplace range. Just chilling. Wait and see with the dollar. Where's the strength? Does the dollar have any? We were looking at the charts past couple weeks, and the dollar pullback from the highs, we nailed it. And that's when the market took off, right? When the dollar, there was so much bear div between returns and price action with the dollar is ridiculous. It's bound to pull back hard too. Allowed these risky assets to pump. Yes, it did. Let me see here. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, I see. Dun. He wants to look at some privacy coins. Yeah, we can't chart old deep onion. Okay. Oh, really? Mullen, huh? I'm going to get right on it after... Hold on. It's a little late. Give me 1 second. Where are them 404s, man? What is this up here? This is 403, huh? Where's 404 at? Right above? You know what? I had a dream. Oh, actually, I don't know. No. Let's not do that. Let's chill. Okay, let me go around to these charts here. Wait a minute. Let me clear that order. Get back over on this dream. Mullen, huh? All right. How far down the rabbit hole are we going with this one? Mullen Automotive, huh? Interesting. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, when? Let me check something real quick. This one's had a rough ride, man. This one has had a rough one. Okay. So, what more or less are you asking? Is it at a bottom? Let me see here real quick. That is the weekly. Let me turn off this power mean so I can see if there's any dead building. Yeah, this thing's kind of a train wreck right now. I mean, there is some hidden bull setting up. You're starting to get a positively correlated move on this returns oscillator. All the fishers are down now. Random walk. I mean, it doesn't get any more random. But you do have volatility contracting, negatively correlated. That's on a weekly, though. Daily, rough. Wow, man. I mean, to not build any bull div at all on that move on the daily, nothing. No bull div at all. And all the fishers are in lockstep to the downside. They blow these bands out. You're going to see some nasty down move here. Can it get any nastier? It could. What do we have? 23 cents? If you like it at 23, you'll love it at 10. Just kidding. Let me see here. Yep, for sure. That is on the daily. And I mean, look at this nice contracting volatility, positively correlated. This thing's not going up anytime soon. If this stays positively correlated, contracting, look, you're trending. The entropy is telling you, look, this down move is in trend. And look, you start with the outlier on the variance. It starts this recent move in the last like 5-6 days or whatever, right? You get an outlier on the variance. So if you were trading the daily chart, boom, you jump in. Why? Because you know there's going to be a 95.4% probability move or greater. Did it? Yeah, I can throw the projection boss on and show you. Let me turn this on here. Actually, let me put it on a weekly. There we go. First, let's see real quick. Not quite yet, which means if you go on a weekly, just starting to have an outlier on the weekly. Just starting to have an outlier on the weekly. Where's the bottom side of the 95.4 on the projection? 17 cents. Be careful, man. Be real careful. But here, this is what I wanted to do, is bring this. Hold on. All right. Let's move this all the way to the front candle. So I'm going to throw this on the daily now. Okay. Yeah. Let me make sure here. Yep, perfect. So yeah, immediately you start having this outlier right there in that candle. Man, this thing just rocketed right through the 95.4 Laplace, and it is above it, still looking bearish. I mean, look at these fissures. Doesn't get any better. And when your entropy's trending like this and you got contracting volatility, man, oh man, better hope there's some bull div on the 4 hour. Could be setting up. So on this 4 hour, right, you went sideways right here, a little up. This is where you want to start this projection on the 4 hour. It would definitely trying to get back up above the 95.4 Laplace. It looks like it's failed miserably. As long as it's not Brad Garling bread, you're gonna dump all his ripple on everybody. You'll be all right, I think. Let's see. In the 4 hour, the variance is turning up, negatively correlated. You can see on the returns move though, it was definitely correlated positively. Right now, it is negatively correlated. But even on the 4 hour, man, you're trending to the downside, and actually volatility is expanding, negatively correlated. This asset does not look healthy. Not at all. Intraday. Turn off this projection boss here. Let me see something. Wow, man. Whew. Yeah, this baby's looking 90-minute intraday, right? We're having an outlier to the downside. And is this returns oscillator? Is this baby positively correlated? Very much so. Coming off what? Why did this move start? Look at the hidden bear, man. Look at the hidden bear. A lot. And boy, it dumped. When did it really start sliding? Right when it crossed the zero mean. Then when you got this big positively correlated candle, all the fissures are turning down. You got 2 above the mean of the bands, 2 below. The predictors flip to the downside. It's not in trend yet. And this is an interesting read. This is what I'll show you about volatility. I'll tell you exactly, because on the low length, you're expanding positively correlated, right? So you would think you would be seeing an up candle. That's why we got 3 lengths of volatility. Let me show you something. Oh, hold on. No wonder it didn't match up. Guarantee that's negatively correlated. No, actually, starting to slope up positive, which even is going to reinforce my fact that, let's see, ABR2, what is that? 981 is expanding, negatively correlated, right? That's this thicker line right here, just jacking. Negatively correlated, 981 expansion, down we go. And so that AVR3 read that was positively correlated, that was the 2400. It's contracting, positively correlated. 981 expanding, negatively correlated. They are going to overrun that lower length, and that's why you're seeing this massive candle. And 90-minute time frame, it's below it. These are Laplace distribution bands. Here's the 95.4 on the current candle, right? You see a wick below it? Look, chances are during this 90-minute candle, I mean, it just opened 25 minutes ago, that this data set pulls back up in this 90-minute candle. There's a 95.4% chance this candle closes above that level, right? But overall, Here's the top side, 99.7, bottom side of the 99.7. That's what these probabilities are great for, and great for options. There's literally a 99.7% chance that this 90-minute candle would stay in this range. 95.4% chance it'd stay in this range. And a 68.3% chance it stays in the tight Laplace distribution, the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. That is very tight. And we can switch this. All we got to do is pop open our dev bands. It's in Laplace distribution. All you got to do is flip it to normal distribution, then you'll have the bell curve. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, but right now, man, this is powerful. When you see a data set and it wants to bust through the 95.4 Laplace, and let's not complicate this. Buyers, sellers. Why is the data set dropping? Hey, man. Mullen Automotive, people are selling. You're getting more. You probably bit off more than you can chew today, my friend. Whoever requested this, I'm going to give you it all. Let's go down to the 33-minute. God, man. I mean, when you're on these low time frames and you're not building any bull div, that's just brutal. Brutal. And look on this 33-minute. You are at literally, like we showed you on the 90-minute, right? You were at the 95.4 Laplace. The 33-minute is dropping outside the Laplace distribution range, the 99.7. Man, that is some powerful selling going on. Well, hey, we already know the CEO just received 22.6 million in shares. Maybe he's dumping them all. Got to find comedy in all this shit, man. If you're not having fun trading, you're in the wrong business. You should be laughing all day watching these assets do what they do. There's so much volatility in these markets right now. And the fact that this is dumping down through the 99.7 Laplace, don't get it twisted though. This closes in 6 minutes. Watch the power of the probabilities. Right now, there's a 99.7% chance this candle closes inside the bottom of the range. 95.4% chance it rips up in the next 6 minutes and closes here. All right? I've seen the strangest shit happen. This is why I don't care what time frame you're trading, but when you see massive wicks left behind, right, to the bottom or to the top, I don't care which way, it's because correlated. And that's actually, look, so the 2400 expanding, negatively correlated. I didn't change it back. 981, negatively correlated. 525, negatively correlated. Significant, I might add. That's why you're getting this move to the bottom side of the distribution, man. Volatility dictates everything. When you learn volatility, it opens up so many things. Really does. What else, stepstones? I'm sure at this point I got this individual either super hyped or super confused. But look, all you got to do, there's a reason why we put together these indicators the way we did. Because they all work together, not like traditional TA. Talk about a bag of cats. And it's lagging indicators. You're behind the 8 ball. This is why we're doing what we're doing, right? It's a shame. It's a shame. 99.9% of retail traders and a high percentage of so-called professional traders use traditional technical analysis. They don't realize the battle they're up against. You want to know why, like lower hedge funds, there's hedge funds out there getting liquidated every day because they're trying to trade that crap, right? And then you've got the high frequency trading firms that are trading the distribution. They're just getting eaten alive. That's why if you're looking for a trading bot out there and you're like, oh, hey, I found this trading bot. It's like $299.95. It's a great deal. Good luck. Do you know what these HFT firms are paying to have these algos built? Dude, 7 figures. Okay. They are expensive, man. They are very expensive. The math is not cheap at all. So we're going to watch this probability play out here. If this closes below the 99.7 Laplace, man, oh man, crazy. Now, is there exhaustion yet? Is there seller exhaustion yet? No, not even close. You got one length. Or no, all three lengths. The hell, they're not exhausted at all. So crazy, man. They're getting there though. But you got grade peeking out up here too. Yeah. Now, if you see these APPs stay down here for another few candles, that is exhaustion. That is exhaustion. This thing can turn around. But here's the problem though. You get a pump like this, negatively correlated, chances are it's going to flip positively correlated when it's contracting and continue to walk down until it ebb and flows right into another pump. If we had time, I can show you how that works. It's a no-brainer. When you learn these volatility tendencies, you will see the ebb and flow of volatility and why data sets do what they do in a random market. This was our whole goal at Alpha Trading. Create a group of indicators that can figure out what the hell these data sets are doing in a random market. And the only way to do that is to recognize what the high frequency trading firm algorithms are doing. Period. The end. It's just the way it works. So hopefully I gave you a little insight here of what's happening with this asset. And it is not good. It'd be different if I saw some bull div building. I mean, dude, it's non-existent. I mean, we got a little right now, but I mean, we're talking from this little move right here. I mean, this thing's played out. Oh my gosh. I mean, now the log return Z-score is down to the downside, but look, I mean, you got no bull div on the DLP. The Fishers tried to turn up right there. Whoop, right back down. They're all down here at the 2, 3 SD bands. They're trending hard on the 15 minutes to the downside. Here's a good example. This 15-minute candle. Did it shoot outside the distribution? It sure did. There was a 99.7% chance it would pull up and close inside it. Did it? To the dollar. Not did it just do it, right to it. Whoop, and closes. This one shoots down, closes right at where? The 95 for Laplace. This is how these probabilities work, man. The quicker people figure this out, the better off you're going to be trading a random market. They're all random. Hardly ever in trend. You see more of this than anything. Then you know Entropy is going to tell you when this move is trending. I see people all the time being like, hey, get in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's trending. You go onto the charts. No, it's not. It's randomly walking. Right? Chances are when you get a move and people are like, oh, it's trending, chances are volatility is contracting, negatively correlated. People just don't understand that stuff, though. It's okay. That's why we're here, man. Keep watching. That's all I got to say. Keep on watching. That's all you got to do. You'll start to figure it out. Looks confusing now. You will thank yourself later. You will thank yourself later indeed. I've had enough of mauling. This thing's getting wrecked right now. Wrecked. Sorry, sir. All right. Let me check Dixie real quick. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, as long as this is just going to range in here, you're going to see some erratic price action going on. I don't care what asset it is. I do not care. Solana got a really tight range today. Real tight range. Has it been trending? Yeah. Has it closed a 15-minute candle outside the 68.3 Laplace distribution range? No. On the daily? No, it hadn't. Wicks outside of it. But there was literally a 68.3% chance the daily will not close outside there. You're seeing it play out here in the low time frames. Now here it goes again, right? But you've got the top of this is actually Solana is set up bullish. Bitcoin set up bullish. They're both set up really bullish right now, but we've seen this play out before where the probabilities go to the downside, man. Yep. That's why we trade low time frame volatility. Boom, 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 right? Filling little buckets, no leverage, trading, massive amounts of trading, monitoring your own trading, not swing trading volatility. Professional traders do not swing trade. If they are, they're not a professional trader because they're getting wrecked all the time. They might say, hey, I've got an edge. Most people don't even know what an edge is. People are like, oh, look, my 21 exponential moving average. Oh, good old yellow 21. That's my freaking edge. And I just laugh. I'm like, okay, how do you trade that yellow 21? There's a lot more that goes into an edge than just your indicators, right? You got to understand risk. You You got to understand how to spread that risk. It's all about size. It's all about not using leverage in volatile markets. It's all about not swing trading volatility. It's all about setting up a workflow, right? You got to have a plan. You got to stick to your plan. You got to trust your indicators. How many people trust their traditional TA indicators? None. If you do, you're lying to yourself because they fail all the time. We trust our indicators, right? Because I trust my indicators, and I'm not afraid to say a very, very high win rate. Everybody that's known me for the last 5, 6, 7 years knows it is, right? I would give out a little more information, but yeah, that's okay. I won't do that. The proof is in the pudding. My P&L speaks for itself. Trading will work you, though. I took a year off. People close to me know that. I did not trade for a year. I just got burned out, man. I mean, every day, trading, sitting in front of monitors. There's more to life. I was on a roll, but still at the same time, incredible. And everybody's like, bear market. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. Well, that's because you don't know how to trade. That's because you're in a gang. You're probably in the bull gang. Oh, bear market's wrecking me. I don't know what to do. Trade it, for crying out loud. Well, I can't get a brokerage account. Trade options. For Christ's sake, if you're losing money in a bear market, is because you don't know how to hedge. You got to freaking hedge your investments, man. If the market's moving down, trade that shit. Hedge your long-term investments. You're losing money in them. Might as well be hedging it, right? Crazy. Okay, S&P looking like, I mean, I don't even have to look at the dollar. I can just tell. It's just ranging in there, man. Till it stops and breaks to one side or the other, these assets are going to be going sideways. And what is that? Is that the center? Is that the first resistance level? Where's the monthly? Oh yeah, that is the middle. Yeah. So SPY, I mean, that's just the center of the monthly range. I mean, it's actually good, but where's it rejecting from? Hasn't closed the 15-minute candle up here above the top of the monthly range. And that's where you have the first support level for the weekly. All right, here's that weekly range up here. Yeah, good stuff. So looking for the dollar to dump out here. If it doesn't, these assets are going to crash. But this is one of those times where you're just being patient. You're being patient. Now, if I'm down here, if I'm actually scalping intraday down here on the 3-minute chart, let's go to Bitcoin. Even SPY. I mean, look, opening, right? Boom. Get the little pullback. Boom. I mean, there's several trades already down here on the 3-minute. Jump down the 1 minute. Whee! Definitely 2 good trades. I'm not trading the sideways action. Definitely. Boom. Good trade there. Good trade down here. All over the place. Let's see. Are we setting up anything interesting? Yep, starting to set up some bull div as we speak. If this drops lower, it's going to set up some bull div on the 1 minute. You'll see this thing creep right back up. But right now, expanding, negatively correlated. So we're coming down. Riding that train. Let's see here. 15-minute. This could set up some. And I'll tell you what, you get a bounce here on the zero mean. Let me see where the bottom was here. Oh boy, that's going to be close. No. And there's no bear div, right? No bear div at all. Got a higher high here. Higher highs, looking good. And look at the down move. Negatively correlated. It's not going to flush out too much. You just had that outlier pre-market. But now the variance stayed positively correlated coming down. So that's what we're seeing. Coming down. Volatility is at 100 percentile though on SPY on the 15-minute, right? And it started sloping negative right here on that candle. Down we go. Where to? Wick right to the 95 Laplace. Let's see here. You'll start to notice that. You start watching our streams, you'll see these deviation levels. These are where the wicks are going. Maybe I can spend a whole damn stream showing you past data set action where it's just nailing distribution levels. And people are trying to trade this, right? People are trying to scalp that volatility. I mean, trying to swing trade that volatility. And it's just not going to work. They find out real quick, too. You liquidate a few accounts. Degens, man. Why are you getting liquidated? Because you're using leverage. That's why. and you're getting horrible entries. And when you get one of your horrible entries, you do not exit the position. That's what we teach at Alpha Trading. First, do not be emotionally attached to your trades, ever. That's the only trading psychology you need, right? All these guys out here teaching trading psychology, scam. They want your money, right? Do you think that there's guys working at these high frequency trading firms journaling? Well, I felt like, I didn't feel very well when I took that entry. That's probably why I got a bad entry. And, then I didn't exit out of the position because I'm emotionally attached to the trade. I don't know. I just kind of felt like I was wed to it. So I just sat into it until it hit my stop loss. So many things are wrong. They're not doing that. They're not emotionally attached to their trades. If a trade goes against the bot, they're out. I'm gone. Get out of the trade. So don't be emotionally attached to your trade. Learn how to take profit and learn how to limit your losses. The only way you're going to do the latter two is if you're not emotionally attached. If you're emotionally attached to a trade, your ego is going to go, I know that was a good entry. My RSI said it was oversold. This thing's got to turn around. And then you're $1,000 underwater, hitting your stop loss, liquidating your account, whatever. It's ridiculous. So those are the three tenets right there. Boom. You master that. You could throw darts at a dartboard, man, right? Red go long, black go short. It's pretty simple. The move turns against you, just get out of it. One of them are going to hit. You want to trade like a monkey? Trade like a real monkey. Throw darts at a dartboard. Or learn how to trade volatility and scalp the low time frames. You'll be good. Woo! Ran over? Sure. Let's see. I'm reading this chat. Yeah, that's right. Riding that train high on the VEPS. Casey Jones, better watch your math. I love it. Yasha, you're great. Me and Yasha are old deadheads. I know I don't look old, but I am. Trust me. I just take care of myself. Apparently, the dollar is probably at the top side of the 68.3 almost. And since this is going to be the one who has patience today is going to win, because I'm seeing these tight ranges on the minis, right? Tight range on SPY, tight range on a lot of cryptos. I mean, some of these assets a little wider, but yeah, man. You know what? This will be interesting. Where you at, Coinbase? You were up. There you are. It's only up 0.4 now, huh? Yeah, you pulled back hard. That's okay. There we go. Now, let me open this up a little. Come on. Yeah, tight range there too. You can see Coinbase, man. It couldn't close that 15-minute candle, right? Pre-market gap up. Wick right to the top of the weekly range. Pulled back, closed right inside the middle of the weekly, and it dumped out to where? It's right in the daily. It's just now dropping down below it. And that is Coinbase. And back inside it's 68.3 Laplace. This is what's going to be funny. Whatever the dollar does here, it's either going to close to the top side of the 68.3, right, and make a run for the first standard deviation, and assets are going to literally dump. Or it's going to close to the bottom side of the 68.3 and make a 1SD run to the downside. In fact, then you're going to see a lot of 1SD moves on some assets, 95.4 Laplace, to the top side. Or it's just going to range in here and going to drive traders nuts all day, because these data sets are just going to go sideways with little volatile moves. Bam, 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 bam. Now, but you go down and look on a 1-minute chart on those assets, the hills are alive with trading. Lots of trades. Oh, it's okay, man. Just keep watching. I like that name. Inspector Caruso. Love it. Yeah, man. A lot of people, when you first start watching these streams, you will be lost. But we're here for you, man. We're here for you, right? You just need to stick with us. Just need to stick with us. And old Yasha there can reach out to you in DMs and give you a little more info. Let's see here. But yeah, and this is going to be confusing, Crusoe. Trust me, real confusing when you first learn. I mean, right? You're looking at these charts going, what in God's name is happening here? I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, man. This is that you are getting a glimpse inside of high frequency trading. Why is nobody else talking about this? Good luck. Go on YouTube, go anywhere and find any other people talking about what we're talking about. You're not going to find them. Unless they're trading options, you'll hear some people talking about volatility, but they're not talking about volatility percentile, right? They're talking about the volatile. They're talking about VIX. They're talking about intraday CBOE volatility. That's what they're talking about. We're talking about volatility percentile. We're talking about volatility grade, which is a combination of historical volatility and implied volatility. So, yeah, man, this is what you're getting a glimpse into. And if you stick with it, right? If you stick with alpha trading and you start learning this stuff, it'll blow your mind. It doesn't take long before you realize, what in the hell have I been doing trading this other stuff? Well, man, it's the echo chamber. It's because that's what everybody else is doing. But you know who else isn't doing it? The firms that are on the other side of your trades. And they're the ones that are pushing traditional TA onto the masses. They're behind it. They don't want people to know this information. We cause a lot of stink in this industry, right? We cause a lot of stink. We got a small YouTube channel. It's freaking shadow banned because of what we talk about. It's so funny. Small little channel. Why would they worry about us? Somebody saw what we were doing and were like, this information cannot get out. We cannot let people start trading this way. It's going to ruin our whole thing. And it will. The more retail traders you get on the right side of the algo trades, they're going to start losing their juice. Trust me, they will start freaking out. There's a reason why they're billion-dollar companies, man. And your money's right there piled up in stacks. In stacks. There's not very many traders I know that literally make money on the regular, right? Alpha traders. That's who's making the money. The high frequency trading firms. That's who's making the money. Let's see. It's okay. Stick with us, Crusoe. Stick with us. I love the name. You'd be a great alpha trader. Let's see here. Yep, dollar still doing the same thing. So what am I do? Let's pull up Dixie. Let's see if there's some bear div building. Got the 15-minute here. Actually, there was some hidden right there. Hidden, pulled back, got this little move. Probably set up some bull, which it did. Let's see here now. Yeah, not setting up any right this second. Yeah, those data set tops were exactly even. So weak. A little weak bear, so it's coming down right now. But look at this volatility, man, on Dixie on the 15. It's all about the correlation breaks because this baby is pegged at 100 percentile. I'm telling you right now, if you see this correlation, move first. Let me make sure I got this back on one. And that's the thing. You start trading with alpha trading, dude, we got so much educational information, and you have no idea how many people are going to come out of the woodwork and get you up to speed on this stuff. We get so excited when retail traders give it a chance, because a lot of them, you're going to revert right back to the same things that's been losing you money the whole time, right? That's why we're here, to help the retail traders. Tired of seeing people losing money. It's insanity. So yeah, we are on AVR1. If this shifts positively correlated and contracts, right now it's pegged at 100 and it was just negatively correlated. So you're getting this candle down. But if you start to contract like it is right now, and you can see as soon as it went back to contraction, the correlation broke positive again, continuing down. If this volatility has a nice slow contraction and it's positively correlated, yeah, man. And look, you've literally got the 981 too. Up there, what's the correlation on that pup? Negatively correlated. Yeah, that's why you're seeing this, man. The 981's pegged at 100 percentile. So we're starting to see a little bit of a down move. 2400, it looks like it's going sideways too, right at about 89, and it's negatively correlated. Yeah, so right now, contraction. Let's see. Let's see some contraction, and you're going to see Dixie drop to the bottom side of that 68.3 Laplace. And people that aren't understanding all this stuff, write down. Ask in the chat how to spell some of these terms we're talking about. Google it. This is what we all did, right? Somebody like gave me a little insight into volatility trading. I took the bull by the horns and did everything myself, right? Studied myself. Didn't take any statistics classes in school, right? None of that. Math, was horrible at math. I'm not going to lie, still am. I fly the stealth fighter, right? I'm not the engineer. We've got great coders and developers that build these indicators. I just fly the stealth bomber, man. That's all I'm doing. This is my instrument panel right here. And when you learn how to read, these are my 3 main trading charts. And when you learn how to read all this together, there is no stopping you. There is no stopping you. Indeed. There you go. Nice, Yasha. Yeah. Oh, I hear Big Dog out there chasing coyotes. It's a beautiful day here. My shady, undisclosed location in the middle of the woods. So yeah, dollar. No, not on the 15. What's happening on the 40? Let's see. Oh yeah. Look at the little rejection here too. Setting up a little bear div. Man, not really. A little bit of weak. But you go back. You know what? I'm going to take that back. Nah, there's definitely some bear div from the beginning of this move. On the Z-score log returns, all these lower highs, right? Lower highs here on the returns oscillator, but all the fissures are up, man. All the fissures are up on the 4 hour. So what do? Let's drop down to 90. All the fissures up. Only one. What about the 45? Probably all down. Only one up. 33. They're all down. Yeah, so you got to understand about a workflow. So where am I going with this? That high probability these 4 hours are all going to flip down here at some point. By the end of the day, don't know. I'm seeing a lot of these tight daily ranges, though, on our VRE, and it's just like, man, the trend is on. When? It's going to be later in the day? Maybe. But like right now, in the 4 hour, contracting, negatively correlated. Keep forgetting to put these back on one. Dummy man. There we go. No, actually, positively correlated. Yeah, that's why the read. I got to make sure I always get it right. We got 3 different lengths of volatility. You got to make sure. Now I could pull up all 3 correlations. It just more noise. When I can just change it easily, I'd rather do that. I like my entropy nice and big. Ha, that's what she said. Let's see here. The wifey always wants to be in trend. Incredible, huh? Especially when they're shopping, right? Trend, honey, what happened? Did you go into trend? I think you did. How in the hell did you go shopping and spend $1,000? You were going out to get a freaking bag of flour. Let me see here real quick. You get a bunch of messages here. Yeah, of course it looks good, bro. Of course it looks good. Oh, nice. I wondered who was trading that. Of course he was. That's awesome. Glad you're monitoring. Any other assets? Anybody out there? Anybody want to look at something? Anybody want to look at something? So I'm looking for the dollar. I'm looking for that bear div on the dollar. Ooh. Get ready. Get ready. So on the daily, there's bear div setting up. Look at the correlation starting to build, right? Positively correlated. It is definitely starting to build this bear div move. And if you, this is what you always want to do too. It's like, yeah, it's definitely a lower high. You always want to blow up your indicator. It's always going to be more significant than you think it is. 100%. And then go back to the tip top. Dude, this is like the 3rd stab bear div on this run up right here. If this returns oscillator on this close today. See, that's what I'm saying. This might not happen today. It might be the last trading day of the week where we just get a beautiful Friday tomorrow. This returns oscillator drops below this zero mean and it's positively correlated to the bear div. This dollar is going to drop like a rock. Where to, Bilbo? Where to? Probably the weekly range. Probably the weekly range. Down here somewhere. Yep. That's where it's going to drop to. So yeah, we got bear div building on Dixie on the daily. For sure. For sure. Okay. Volatility too, man. Low on the daily. Low on the daily. Negatively correlated. That's the thing though. Usually, right, you get a contraction negatively correlated. Higher probability of the times this baby will expand positively correlated. But that's why we have 3 lengths, right? That's why we have 3 lengths of volatility. And everybody knows I know how to read those 3 really well. That used to be my whole trading chart. I would have just 3 volatility reads in variance. It's all you really need. I'm not going to lie. But I like putting it all together. Right? This feels comfortable to me. I love it. But yeah, all you really need is volatility. But it is the hard. This indicator is not the easiest thing to read. But when you learn it, look out, man. Look out. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, BTC, OTC, ETH. Got that. AMC. Yeah, let's give Black God some AMC action. Yeah, we're supposed to get a squeeze on this baby or something, right? Let's see what's going on. Daily. First, let's pop on this weekly. Okay. We're getting a bounce off the zero mean here. Look, though. Correlation's negative. And it's not bull div, right? No. Higher lows. Higher lows on both. Let's see here. Actually is what it's getting ready to set up. If this pulls back here, it's going to be setting up some bear div, if anything. All the fishers are up, though, but, man, they're like a bag of cats right now, man. These things are so spread out. This is interesting, indeed. You see something. Pull this back in. And then I'm going to, right after this, I'm going to, well, we already kind of gave the probabilities and stuff for BTC, but I can go back over it. Want some ETH? We can go to ETH. I don't usually look at ETH. The gas scam. It's all good, though. Whatever's clever for people. Whatever is clever. Yeah, right here on the daily, it's definitely setting up that hidden bear div, but it is negatively correlated right now, and all the fishers are and your volatility is contracting negatively correlated. That's why you're getting this nice little wick down here. How about the 4 hour? Oh boy, yeah, man. And doesn't look good. As soon as all these fishers turn down, I'm surprised this hasn't dumped out more. It did. I mean, right when it did cross the zero mean, you got a nice wick down. I mean, that's some strong bear div on the 4 hour. But what's the bear div setting up? Setting up hidden bull. Like right here, right? When you got the bounce off the zero mean, you got a lower low on the returns oscillator, higher low, boom. Here is the continuation divergence right here. All the way. That was a nice little move. God dang, man. The thing went from what? 549, 674. Pretty good. There's Filthy Snipes. Gotta love it. Yeah. We did kind of go over, we went over LTC yesterday, BTC earlier. Maybe you missed it. I'll go jump on Ethereum for him. AMC though, man. I mean, the thing is trending to the top side on the 4 hour, but that can change real fast. Especially, I'm seeing this bear div. You'd be lucky there is no correlation right now. This thing would be dumped out. This would literally be down probably 5.5 already. Let's see what the 33 minutes telling us. Guarantee you there was some bear div. Yeah, man, from all the way back here, setting up more and more and more. But right, here's the bull div with the bounce right here off the zero mean, and it is positively correlated. That's why you're getting this candle. This thing could actually pump here, low time frames. What's the 15-minute doing? It's having an outlier? Not quite. It had an outlier to the downside. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. There we go right there. Some bull div. Bull div's popping this on a 15. Still got one fisher down. Random walk. Entropy's telling you very much a random walk. Expanding volatility positively correlated. Yeah, intraday this thing doesn't look too bad. But the higher time frames building that bear div, I'd be careful. What? There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Something I don't dive down. We'll give Crusoe some Ethereum. Where you at, ETH? What do I got here? What pair do I got? US dollar and Coinbase? Yeah. Yeah, here on the returns oscillator, you can see the hidden bull. See the hidden bull? It's making this real choppy right here. Actually, I mean, this is pretty bullish though, leaving these wicks behind. Leaving those wicks behind. Especially, yeah, you got a lot of hidden bull building right now too. That's what'll happen, man. You get a bear, you get that hidden bear move down and setting up hidden bull. Volatility is contracting, positively correlated though. What is that, to 2400 pegged up here? 99.8. Oh my goodness gracious, man! I'll tell you what. Let me see something real quick. Well, this is a 15. Let me check this on a daily first. Wow. On the daily, yeah, that definitely wasn't any div. Bringing it down. What are we setting up here? Hidden bull, man. Hidden bull. Positively correlated. So that being said, let me see. Let's flip out Apple for ETH. Come here, Ethereum. Okay, let's see here. What are we doing? Got a nice bounce right off the center of the weekly. Yeah, it's finding support. Here's the top side of the weekly. So you can see this move earlier, right? You get this little dump out. What did it do? Let me show you something real quick. Actually, man, it opened. It tested the daily range immediately. That's what I was looking for. But where did it not close the 15-minute candle above? First resistance level in the daily volatility range. But it was on top of the 68.3 plus. What happened though? What did it want? Wanted this liquidity down here, man. Center of the daily, center of the weekly, right? You literally got one wick to the bottom of the daily, next wick right to the center of the weekly, right? Grabbed up some lick, pumped it back up to the top side of the 68.3. Now the dollar up here just ranging in the 68.3. This is what you're going to see. You might get another test back down here on ETH. Top side of the daily, 1639. Now it's only $11 or something. But that's what I'm looking for. If this thing does dump out, you got this week. There's a lot of support down here for ETH. You got the center of the weekly, bottom side of the 68.3 on the daily. Yeah, exactly. Vitalik's the great grandson will make that ETH. Will make ETH great again. It's not that I hate ETH. I just think that it's total gas scam at this point. Come on, how long are they gonna let this go on? That's why I'm a Solana backer. Although all the degens are on Sol, it's like the poor chain. God, man. Let's see here. The 981 is interesting to me. This 981 is contracting volatility. Let's see real quick. Let me put two up. Dun, dun, dun. There's hope. All right, man. What about the 2400, man? That is contracting a little bit. It's positively correlated, or is that pumping? Let me see. Let me blow this up and get a better look. And it's just flat. It's just flat. That's no problem. Yeah, mega. Make ETH great again, baby. Make ETH great again. But let's pop up here on the weekly real quick. All the fishers are still up. I'm telling you, man, people need to watch out for crypto. Everybody knows crypto in general is the honey badger. Crypto is a honey badger, not just Bitcoin, man. Powerful. But good God. This thing's setting up a nasty move here. Yeah, I mean, there's bear div. There's bear div on the weekly, too. Now, this can change. Why do I say that? We got all these fishers up, man. And there's no correlation, right? I'm always going to look for the correlation on the move. Always going to look for the correlation. I'm trying to give you a good example. Do that some other time. But yeah, these fissures being up and above the mean of the bands, and the bands are tight. We got a move coming. There is no doubt. Intraday, what are we doing? Besides setting up. Yeah, bull did, man. All the fissures are up. Oops, I didn't switch back. I need a handler. Need a little helper. There we go. So negatively correlated. Definitely, we're going to have to see when this 4-hour closes. Guarantee it, we got, so if we're expanding, you see this candle going up, right? So we're expanding negatively correlated on the low length. But look at both, we're expanding on the 981 and the 2400 as well. And I'm going to show you why it's going up. Let's just show you why. Well, that's not why. It's got to be the 2400. 2400 positively correlated or bust. Wow. Pretty shocked at this 4-hour candle, to be honest. Pretty shocked. Expansion on all three. Negatively correlated. But that's okay. I mean, it could just be, it's because it is at 100 percentile, just flat. So it's just walking up, man. I don't know. We're going to have to see these next 4-hour candles, because that is a little bit of a wacky read, but it has a lot to do with this dollar going sideways in the 68.3 Laplace. Here's the 33-minute. Yeah. That hidden bull took it down a little bit, but man, it's trying to find support right here on the zero mean. There is no bull div. Or wait a minute, there is there. No. I mean, it doesn't look bad intraday, right? We know how crypto is, though. That's why if I'm going into anything, right? Sometimes you'll have those outliers. You'll have some random altcoins pumping or dumping when Bitcoin's doing its thing, but as a whole, everything's going to follow Bitcoin around, unlike traditional markets, right? That's why I love trading traditional markets, man. Especially some of these NASDAQ stocks. You find those NASDAQ stocks that are highly correlated with the SPY index. Woo, man, you got some good trades happening. So yeah, this is just there. Man, this is a slow play shit show. What are we? Hour and 7 minutes after the open. Interesting. Long as nothing's going to happen until this dollar makes its decision. And the whole thing is why I'm thinking that is going to happen here at some point, is because of these tight ranges, man. These assets want to trend. They want to trend. They definitely do. Coinbase coming back up to its weekly. Very interesting. Glad it's Thursday. Tomorrow's stream going to be fun too. Real fun. What else? Yeah, you wanted Litecoin, huh? Silver to Bitcoin gold. I did put it back on my watch list. I had it off my watch list forever. That's why you're always going to see all the crypto charts on higher time frames going to look alike. We all know this. Volatility, though, is just crushed on the daily on Litecoin. We got any divs setting up? We do. Hidden bull. Negatively correlated, though. You get a reject here on the zero mean. Let me see something. Yeah, there's no bull div. I do the Z-score. This hidden bull could play out. I mean, you got to get the returns oscillator above the zero mean, get some positive correlation, because this asset is just a random walk champ. It is randomly walking. There's a last little trend right here in this move. That's why a lot of people be like, oh man, this thing's in trend. Volatility expansion. All of them. Positively correlated. Bing, bang, bong. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if that is a hidden bull move too. Want to find out real quick. Let's see. Where in the world? How far back are we? There we go. Let's see here. Was it? Oh, yeah. Actually, got a bull div play right here. Or no. My bad. Give me a second. Jesus, these charts are clean as hell, man. What's making this asset move? Buyers and sellers, that's for sure. Man, there's no imbalance. This is just winners. Winner, chicken freaking dinners. God, is there any div anywhere? God, there's no div on Litecoin anywhere. Or no, yeah, we're on Litecoin. I mean, good, just divless. Clean charts. Whenever you hear me say clean chart, I'm talking about divergence. That's all I'm talking about. When there's a clean chart happening. I mean, you do right here locally. I mean, you do got this little bit hidden bull, but man, other than that, not much going on Litecoin. Clean on the daily. It's the 4 hour where it's all happening. Oh yeah, there's the bear div. Yeah, bear div brought this thing down a little bit. It's setting up, man. That's clean charts, man. Clean charts. Yeah, there's a 33 minute. There's a good show with some hidden bear div right there. How powerful it is. Was it positively correlated? Yeah, man. Follow that bad boy. Remember, price action follows returns, not the other way around. Price action follows the returns. And why do we use divergence between price action and returns? Because it's literally a signal telling you the return on your investment is diminishing. The onus is on you to figure this out. We got the tools. We got the education. It's on you. But when you understand that one point right there, when you're seeing divergence between price action and return, it's like a neon sign telling you, take your profit, especially when you're down here trading these low time frames. You add that divergence in with knowing where these distribution and volatility ranges are, you are a champion. You are a scalp champ.